Welcome to D&D Chats and Tarot. Hello, Leos. Welcome in. Okay, let's get to your message. Hope everyone's doing well. And thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Let's, just a quick reminder, remember that not everything's going to resonate, but take what doesn't, leave the rest. And let's get into this. I'm going to start out with an oracle for you guys. Oracle for our Leos. Let's take two. Okay, we've got resilience and we've got universal mother. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so I can't really show this resilience card, but you can see that that's what you pulled here. There, I have to edit it a little bit. And then also this nurturing motherly energy comes out with universal mother. Now that's feminine energy, and feminine energy is the yin to the yang, but letting things come to you. Okay. I feel like there are two paths that you think lead to different places, Leo, but they actually lead to the same place. So that's for somebody. And with this resilience, you're being asked to be resilient, as well as acknowledging that you have been up until this point. And the universal mother is now, maybe it's like, maybe it's been a tough road for some of you and you've had to be resilient. And now you're being asked to just sit back and let things come towards you. We'll get into this further. Maybe the numbers 30 and 18 are significant. Let me see here. Yeah, 30 and 18. Okay, here we go. Leos, what's this resilience here? I'm also today getting a lot of energy that angels are around, supportive angels, archangels. Okay, they're heavy duty angels. The Empress is out here in the Page of Pentacles. So when I'm talking about resilience, I'm talking about you have been very resilient in the area of being abundant, pushing yourself and being successful. There's a lot that you have to give, and I feel like you want to give a lot of abundance, and you have that feeling of giving abundance to others. There's more than enough to go around. Empress is also about birthing new ideas. There's newness. This can be very Mother Nature-esque too. So you could be asked to be getting out in nature, or some appreciation for Mother Nature you already have. Yeah. And the Page of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who's not putting in enough to a situation. And maybe that's you. You feel like your abundance is elsewhere, or maybe this is somebody you counted on to come to the table with more and they haven't. Okay, so 9 of Wands in the reverse here. I feel like if you're dealing with someone that you think hasn't put in the work or made the effort, and there's some sort of pattern here where you feel that with people, I see you coming out of that. I see that's been draining for you, but I see you're coming out of it. What's the universal mother, her spirit? And that could be you, definitely. You show up for others as some sort of universal, nurturing, motherly energy, supportive. That's beautiful. High Priestess in the reverse. But there's something here you're not using your instincts on, and or the High Priestess in the reverse can have a lot of secrets. And I feel like maybe someone's side-eyeing you, or you're side-eyeing someone about the secrets. Ace of Pentacles. Prosperous beginnings. Like, are you and another person not on the same page as what is a prosperous beginning? Or do you have another idea of what prosperous beginning means to you? With this person or energy that you feel isn't putting in enough. I keep seeing white buffalo energy. That's big magic. That's miracles. I said in a read not long ago, for some of you, it's good for a week to start a mantra about miracles. I expect a miracle. I'm expecting a miracle. Miracles are coming in for you, for me, whatever you would think would be a good quick mantra to say something about miracles and expecting them. 10 of Pentacles is here. Yeah, because there's a lot of prosperity here. You have the two most abundant cards out here in the deck, the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. Prosperity. And prosperity for generations to come. Lots of abundance. And then the beginnings of abundance. Ace of Pentacles. That's what that is all about. But something's off here because someone's not putting in enough work and somebody's not using their instincts. Or their secrets. Secrets here that someone else is not understanding and they're pulling back. They're not putting, because they feel there are secrets. Anyway, it's a situation that I feel is kind of exhausting the parties involved here. 3 of Wands. But what's a shame is that the ships have come in. So the future is supposed to look bright and it's supposed to be very abundant and it's supposed to be a brand new beginning that's come to you. Remember, with that feminine energy, you're letting things come to you. And it's because you've been resilient. And this other person or this situation has caused you to be resilient. And it feels like it's a gift. Let's see. Ace of Wands. Another beginning. Yeah, it feels like it's a gift. A passionate new beginning. The clouds roll out. The sun starts to shine. There's clarity here. There can't be clarity, though, when the High Priestess is in the reverse because there's secrets and there's not using your intuition. So that's where it kind of falls apart. Why is this High Priestess in the reverse here, Spirit? Other than that, all the cards look really good. But the High Priestess in the reverse kind of spins some cards and kind of slants this overall situation. Go within, Hermit. Somebody and the Devil. Somebody's being asked to go within. The Devil talks about toxicity. The Devil talks about what you think you're tied to. The Devil talks about being tied to something, looking at your shadow side. You're being asked to go within and get some enlightenment on your shadow side. That's what the Hermit does. The Hermit retreats, really looks at self from many different angles, and also, oh my gosh, and also very real perspective of self. And then they come out enlightened after a certain period of time. I have to mention that you have 3 aces here. This is all about beginnings. So passionate beginnings, prosperous beginnings, and new love. New beginnings in love is the Ace of Cups. So you've got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Okay, so I can't emphasize enough that the cards look amazing, except for if you're the High Priestess, which I believe could be your energy, could be somebody else you're dealing with. Somebody's in the reverse here. And it has to do with their shadow side and really being truthful to themselves and gaining some enlightenment there on how they're going to move forward. There's a lot of abundance here and a lot of prosperous beginnings on so many levels. And also we mentioned the ships are here. So, that term, you're waiting on your ships. Your ships are already here, I see, with the 3 of Wands. Maybe you didn't think this was as big as it is as far as what I see the universe is saying here. Queen of Swords. This talks about being very strategic. This can be cold energy too. I like the Queen of Swords. I like how she is just to the point. You're being asked to be to the point here, I guess. Maybe don't leave somebody hanging because It's just, what's the Queen of Swords here, Spirit? It's definitely whoever you find is the High Priestess in the reverse here with the secrets and the not using their intuition is the energy that needs to work on the shadow side, on the toxicity. Five of Swords here, paired with the Queen of Swords, is an energy of the Queen of Swords wants to win here. She's very intellectual. The Five of Swords is like a win at all costs, but the Queen of Swords is so intellectual and strategic that I don't think she'd do that in a malicious way. The Five of Swords is more, and by she, I mean the feminine energy here. Five of Swords is kind of a win at all costs, or you're the last person standing here. It's like maybe she's presented, I feel like if the Queen is presented with this, like win at all cost, or someone's messed up the game here that it's something competitive when it's not. I don't see it's competitive. I see that it's very abundant. But it's being, the abundance is being ignored, and there are secrets. So the Hangman is here and the Knight of Swords now. Yeah, I don't think the Queen of Swords energy wants to be in any way malicious or last person standing. They just, or win at all costs, they just want to hang out and get clarity here. Like something isn't clear because something is toxic. And also, this Knight of Swords runs towards what they want, runs towards the truth. So maybe the Queen of Swords ran towards the truth and it's being taken as like a competitive thing when it's not at all. It's clarity, and it's the Hangman, when they're hanging upside down, gains enlightenment as well as the Hermit that goes inward for a period of time and gains enlightenment. So you have two enlightenment cards. And lots of communication cards. The swords represent communication. So what are you communicating here? Like straightforwardness, and then some sort of competitive vibes, and then the truth. And let's find out why the competitiveness is here. Because the competitiveness doesn't seem to jive. Like, I think that's in somebody's toxicity that they're saying that. But they're looking at the world in their shadow side, and there isn't any competitiveness here. The Star, hopes, wishes, dreams. The competitiveness is in the hopes, wishes, and dreams. The confusion is in the hopes, wishes, and dreams. That's where the confusion is. In the understanding that, and in the expressing of that, the communication of that, that's where the instincts aren't being used, and someone's working out of their shadow side on that. Six of Swords. And this is the energy of in choppy waters, but I feel like that person is creating the choppy waters. It's not choppy. It's a misinterpretation. And there should be communication here. Because somebody's misunderstanding. And then I think it's causing both parties, or the parties in this, if there are more than, if it's a group of people, to not understand. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Ten of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Now we're getting reverse cards. Queen of Pentacles disengages when she's in the reverse. She's normally very networked, very nurturing, a go-getter, an achiever. In the reverse, as she is now, she disengages. Ten of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who says, I've hit rock bottom, but I'm going to recover. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse is energy of being emotionally all over the place, not stable, and being very dependent on others. Could also be manipulative energy. Why? Okay. So disengaging because you feel like someone's been manipulative, or disengaging because you have to recover from this because you think someone is emotionally all over the place. And I'm feeling like you're solid in that thinking, but if you're the person thinking in your shadow, recognize the shadow side there. Because I feel like the other parties are thinking the same of you, that you've presented yourself this way, that they have to pick themselves up from interacting with you, that you had other designs on them and then they're disengaging. It's something like that. There's just a big confusion here. And instead of talking, somebody's making wrong assumptions. Page of Swords is out here. Page of Swords. That's talking about communication and the truth, and do it right now. You know, don't assume you know what the other person is thinking or doing. Or this could be someone spoke their truth and it just didn't jive with somebody else, or but I see this as well thought out truth. This is actually somebody's truth. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Right now, this seems very burdensome, but the Ten of Wands in the reverse talks about coming out of burdens. I do think one or more people here are creating the burdens. Like there are no burdens here, but they're just being created. Two of Swords. This could be some sort of a milestone, and this could also be about thinking you know what to block, but you actually have a blindfold on. Like you're not clear when you think you are. So what's the advice here, Spirit? Because I feel like we're kind of going all over the place, but I feel like Spirit is saying, take some time and hermit and really think this through, because the conclusions that you're drawing or somebody else's are not correct. Our High Priestess should be upright. There shouldn't be secrets, and there shouldn't be confusion, and there shouldn't be not using your instincts when so many cards talk about great beginnings and abundance. The Magician. And somebody here has tried to manifest great beginnings and abundance, or both, or more than one person here has tried to do that as the Magician and bring this type of energy and situation towards them. They've tried to manifest this in their life. Brand new beginnings in all areas, and we talked about them. Prosperous new beginnings, passionate new beginnings, new love. You see the cups, and you see the pentacles, and you see the wands involved in the new beginnings. And you see abundance, abundance, abundance here. And like a kickback from being resilient and speaking your truth. And something's gone very haywire with a shadow side, toxicity, and secrets. Two of Pentacles is out here now. Juggling. Juggling instead of clarity. Two of Wands is out here now. This talks about choices. This talks about specifically staying where you're comfortable and or pushing yourself to other levels that pay off bigger in life. And we do see that your ships are in. We've talked about that a couple different ways. Okay, so anyway, let's kind of get this wrapped up here, Leo. I feel like the King of Cups in the reverse, the energy is also like retreat, but also stay. So it's like somebody here is retreating, but they also don't want to do that, or I don't know, something like that. King of Cups in the reverse. This is more energy of being emotionally unstable. You've got the King and Queen of Cups in the reverse, emotional instability. Emotionally reliant on somebody, not being emotionally independent. Not being emotionally healthy, solid. And it comes back to not using your instincts. Like maybe making rash decisions, but not using your instincts. And Spirit also here is saying, get clear on those instincts after you take a hermiting period to really think about things. The hermit takes a considerable time out to gain enlightenment about self. What's on the bottom of the deck is Temperance, trying to find the balance here again. It's really unfortunate because I feel like there should be no reason why there's an imbalance here, but there is, and it has something to do with secrets. Otherwise, there should be success here, and there should be balance, but I'm not seeing that with our divine pair upside down here. Yeah, this should be a successful leap for a group or for the people involved here. And instead it's turning into like someone is really stressed out and someone is burnt out. And there's a lot that one or more of you don't see here. Yeah, you're just not using your intuition and you're letting your shadow side rule. Like you're expecting the worst here. And like I said, so many of the cards are really great that it's really unfortunate someone's spinning it on its head, this situation. Let's see. This can maybe transform. I see that's a possibility if there are, you know, if you take up the energy here, that's 3 aces, brand new beginnings. But someone needs the maturity to do that and to see that this is part of their life purpose, this connection, and also getting writing their, you know, not being turned upside down. And then the wheel turns, and then there's good fortune here, and then there's also soulmate energy. That's interesting. And then things move quickly. Action moves, communication moves. Instead of specifically holding yourself back from all this abundance, you're meant to be moving in the direction of this as a leader and with the abundant energy. Yeah, I do actually see a happily ever after here, but until one or more people see that and right themselves, I think they're just up on their head. I think they're just turned over in their shadow side. But everything comes out, or everything came out here. Yeah. Let's grab a charm. Okay, this is the sailing wheel, the captain's wheel. Just remember to be the leading man or woman in your own story, in your own life. Take the wheel, be the captain. Oh, and the hot air balloon talks about travel. So maybe there's travel in your midst here. Maybe that's how you do your hermiting and figuring yourself out and what you want and kind of right these wrongs here. Or maybe there is travel that helps with the communication here. Definitely communication needs to take place because people are making assumptions that are not true. I do see that. Okay, let's grab an angel wish and let's grab an oracle too while we're at it. And then we'll wrap up, Leo. Okay, angel wish. Quite a few. I'll take them all. Love will get you through. Okay, very powerful. Only think positive thoughts as your desires are manifesting. Yes, that's what this read has all been about. I see everywhere that desires are manifesting. Abundance is manifesting. And then there's negative thoughts and turning yourself on your head, and the positive thoughts have gone out the window. But this is really key. Think positive thoughts as your desires are manifesting. And remember, thoughts become things. So if you're not thinking positive thoughts, you're thinking negative thoughts, then you're going to bring negative towards you. Your family needs you right now. Call upon your angels to give you strength, okay? You know you can do it, okay? And also, what you think is what you create. Right, exactly what I was just talking about. Thoughts become things. Let's grab an oracle. Let's shuffle one more time. Here we go. There's something that's a key. I think I've mentioned that before in this read. Let's find out what the key is. Okay, so in between worlds. Yeah, somebody's in between worlds. I think that says it all. That's part of the confusion, and that's part of the shadow side and the toxicity and the upside down instincts and the need to hermit and figure it all out, okay? And the misunderstandings, big misunderstandings. Now, I do want to grab a deck for the key because I do keep getting this energy of there's a key to this. What's the key to this, Spirit? We've got a little bit more information on that. Nope. What's the key we keep seeing? What's the key to this? Okay, your 10 of Pentacles comes out again. That's, like I was saying, one of the most abundant cards in the deck. The 8 of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, the key to this is someone needs to find their leadership. They need to find who they really are within, and that is the extraordinary, most abundant, most thoughtful, most stable emotionally, go-getter, dynamic. You know, they're the 4 kings all wrapped up into one with this extraordinary leader, the Emperor. It doesn't get any better than this leader. So finding their leadership, dropping the confusion, walking away from what doesn't serve them. What is causing the confusion here, okay? And we do see communicate. If you're thinking that you're on the right track with the messages, you're not, okay? So communicate so that you're clear. Maturity, also we saw some of that energy too. And of course, the Emperor would be very mature in making sure they're clear on the messages before jumping to conclusions. And then, of course, the abundance here. And this is generational wealth. So a lot of abundance we've seen throughout the read. So the key that I asked specifically about here is someone getting into their Emperor state. So that's leaving the toxicity and leaving the not using their good instincts. Walking away from that, walking away from the toxicity, the shadow side, so that they can find this abundance. That is your message, Leo. I hope it's been helpful. I hope you've liked this message, parts of it, all of it. If that is the case, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.